Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I am 29 and my wife is 28. She is 5 months pregnant. I have a journal that I write in occasionally. My wife knows I have one and I have told her it's private. I don't have any big secrets, but it's a private space for me to write out some thoughts and give me time to think. A week ago, I started to suspect that my wife was reading my journal. I had written that it would be nice to see a friend again because we hadn't seen each other in over 2 years. The next day, my wife asked me about how that friend was doing and if we were planning on meeting up anytime. I found that a bit coincidental. Then I started thinking back on some other coincidences, such as my wife getting me something relatively obscure for my birthday that I had written about. I wanted to be absolutely sure, so last night I wrote a fake thought that my wife was gaining too much weight in pregnancy and becoming unattractive. She's not. She's fit and fine. That sounds harsh, but I wanted to write something that 100% was fake and I never had said or implied, or something my wife would just ignore. Well, today I went out to get groceries and came home to my wife crying. I asked her why and she said she can't believe I thought she was overweight and unattractive. I asked her where she heard that and she threw my journal at me. I asked her why she was reading my journal that she knew was private. She said that's not the point. The problem is what I wrote. I told her the whole point was for me to catch her reading it, and now I know she does. She called me a jerk and said I need to apologize. By this time, I was pretty mad, so I said I will never apologize for anything I wrote in my journal, and she needs to realize that she is the only one who did something wrong. Otherwise, we have bigger problems in our relationship. She wanted me to leave the house, but I refused, so she's staying at her sister's now. I am committed to holding my line and not compromising, but I am still angry. So was I wrong? I don't think he was wrong. Like, the wife is wrong for reading his journal when she literally knows that his journal is private. Like, why would you read someone's journal or diary? You should know that you never read someone's diary. You don't do that. That's just disrespectful. Why would you go through someone's freaking diary? Like, I'll be so mad too. Like, if I was writing my own thoughts and everything inside my diary, I don't want anyone else reading it. It's just for me to vent. And then if my partner just comes in and reads my diary secretly, I would get so pissed too. And the only reason why she got hurt is because she read the diary. And he didn't even write that to hurt her feelings. He just wanted to know if she was actually reading his diary. And he found out that she was. But I honestly don't know why he wanted to write that about her though. Like, isn't there something else? Like, he could have wrote in the diary, I won the lotto, and then she's gonna confront him, definitely. But for sure, I'm on the guy's side. You just don't read anyone's diary, okay? I have been married to my wife for 15 years. We have a wonderful 14-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. My wife's mother has some views that I don't agree with. 2 years ago, for our daughter's 12th birthday, she sent a book about crash dieting that promised something like 10 pounds of weight loss in 3 days. Our daughter was devastated because the underlying message was clear as day. It was a month until she started eating a whole plate of food for dinner again. Our daughter is a healthy girl. She's highly active, studious, and most importantly, happy. Her grandmother believes that she's not reaching her full potential, whatever that means, and thinks she'll be on the front covers of magazines if she can just shed some weight. Since she made these views clear to me, I have made it my mission to block any unsupervised contact, and this includes gifts. About a month ago, with my daughter's upcoming 14th birthday, Grandma texted me asking for our new address. Normally she would ask my wife, but since she didn't answer within 10 minutes, she texted me instead. My wife would have given her our real address, but I was able to respond first with a fake one and tell my wife no response was necessary. I couldn't guarantee that I'd be home to intercept any gifts and my daughter would open something addressed to her. I gave her some numbers, a street somewhere that I wasn't even sure existed. A couple of weeks later, after my daughter's birthday, I realized that it did not in fact exist as her package was returned to her. Both she and my wife were furious, and my wife amended the address I gave her before. Grandma insisted it was a completely innocent package. Well, the day it was scheduled for delivery, I decided to work from home. When it arrived, I opened it up and found a baton twirling uniform, my daughter's hobby. Sound innocent enough? It was at least 2 sizes too small. I sat my wife down with the stupid thing in front of us and said it was clearly intentional, which my wife refuses to acknowledge. Now she and her mother are even madder at me for throwing the uniform into the neighbor's garbage with the neighbor's permission. Did I handle this correctly? Yeah, definitely. I think he did, honestly. He's just looking out for his daughter. He's doing good for his daughter. What the frick is the mom doing, honestly? You're supposed to tell your kid that she's beautiful the way that she is, okay? You should not be taking your own mother's side. If your mother is going to be like this, send your kid uniform that's 2 sizes too small and telling her to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. The grammar's just ridiculous. Like, why would you want to make a kid go through that? Losing weight at 14? Like, really? Just let the kid live. They're so young. Just let them be happy and let them eat. Who cares? You're her grandma. You should be the one to give her lots of food, to make her lots of food, to tell her to eat more. I hate the wife and I hate the grandma in this. As if the wife isn't going to be on her husband's side and being like, you did well, honey. No, she was mad as well. Okay. Alright, moving on. I co-parent my 13-year-old Lily with her father. We are generally flexible with days and neither of us have a problem with the other. A few weeks ago, he texted me, could I pick up Lily Friday, September X instead of Y and drop her off at A instead of B? When I asked him why, he said his brother-in-law passed away and his funeral was Saturday and he wanted to leave Friday. It was in a city several hours away. I agreed to this. I wasn't happy with her missing school, but I compromised. A few days ago, a friend of mine sent me pictures of him with Lily at a ball game from that Friday in the city where his brother-in-law's funeral was. He never told me anything about that. I texted him and asked what was up with that and why he had lied, and he said that he hadn't lied. It'd been a lucky coincidence. Their favorite team was playing in that city, and he figured they might as well go to a game to see some of her favorite players. I asked if she had homework she should be doing, and he said she had plenty of other time to do it, and this was important to him. I am very big on the importance of Lily doing well in school, so this was upsetting to me that he put a child's game and something he wanted to do over her schoolwork. I don't even think she likes the team for any reason other than to connect with her father, and I think this was mostly for him because I see all the nostalgia stuff he posts on social media about the team. I told him he shouldn't have left that out of the plan he gave me and that I wasn't changing custody anymore for his mother's birthday and that he could pick her up and then drop off a few hours later, but she wasn't staying overnight and I wanted those hours back later. Now he's incredibly upset at me and called me a jerk for overreacting. I just want Lily to understand an education is important and to be prioritized and be surrounded by people that understand that. Was I wrong? Okay, that's just weird. Your daughter's just missing 1 day of school and then you're gonna go on a whole lecture being like, you cannot miss an education. An education is very important for you. Yo, what the heck is that? So what happens if your kid's sick? You're still gonna send your kid to school because an education is very important for you. Shouldn't she be kind of happy that her own daughter wants to bond with her father? And the dad didn't lie. It was a coincidence. And he's probably so stressed out because of the funeral. So, you know, them going to this is probably just like a de-stress kind of thing. I do think the mother overreacted because the only thing she was angry about was Lily missing 1 day of school. And I don't think that's a big deal for a 13-year-old. A lot of kids have missed over 1 day of school. I don't get how some parents think because they think just because you miss 1 day of school, you're gonna fail all your classes or something. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!